All right, so ready to dive in. Today we are looking at, well, it's called the Josh song.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, it's making the rounds.
It's everywhere.
And it's like deceptively simple, right?
Right.
It's on YouTube. This creator, Billy Clams, the Josh song, the very best song about Josh. Any Josh. Like, very specific title, but it's like under 2 minutes long.
Right. Very short.
But it has sparked like some actually kind of in-depth conversations online. And I think, that's kind of what we do here.
Exactly. That's our bread and butter.
So let's dive into the Josh song. So like just at first listen, what do you make of it?
Well, it's catchy, that's for sure. It gets stuck in your head.
Right.
But it also kind of makes you think, right? Like, why is this so fascinating? Why am I still thinking about this Josh guy and his cello?
Right. And it's so repetitive. Like the lyrics are incredibly simple. It's just Josh listing things he likes. Cello, reading, walking, jogging, like pretty standard stuff,
Yeah.
It's not like revolutionary.
Right. It's not groundbreaking content.
But there's something about the way it's delivered, that repetition.
Yeah, that's the thing. The repetition is key.
That like gets under your skin. And I don't know if is that the right word? It's catchy, but also kind of unsettling.
Yeah, I think unsettling is a good word for it. It's like, it's catchy in the way a jingle is catchy.
Yeah.
You hear it once and it's stuck with you all day. But with the Josh song, it's like, it's trying to tell us something more. Like, maybe it's a commentary on how we present ourselves online.
Oh, interesting. Like it's self-promotion almost.
Right, exactly. We're constantly repeating ourselves online, trying to build a brand, a persona.
So you're saying like maybe the Josh song it's like this weird accidental commentary on that.
Maybe not so accidental. It's tapping into something very real about online culture.
Like it's self-aware almost.
Yeah. And you see this in the lyrics, too. Like, he literally says, this is the Josh song, the song about me, Josh. It's almost like he's trying to will himself into existence through this song.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good point. It's like he's trying to define himself through these repeated phrases. I like this. I like this.
And he's not just telling us, he's telling himself.
Like a mantra almost.
Yeah, exactly. And that repetition has a real psychological effect. Scientists call those catchy tunes that get stuck in your head earworms.
Oh, yeah. I hate those.
We all do.
Yeah.
But there's a reason they work. There's actually a study from the journal Memory and Cognition that found that the simpler and more repetitive a melody is, the more likely it is to become an earworm. And the Josh song is nothing if not simple and repetitive.
Right. It's almost like it's designed to get stuck in your head.
Exactly.
Which is interesting because when you look at the actual content of the lyrics, like what Josh likes,
Yeah.
it's not exactly typical like earworm material. Like cello and city life.
Yeah.
It's not your average pop song chorus. It's not like baby, baby. It's not that kind of repetitive.
Right. It's not about love or heartbreak.
Exactly.
It's about, enjoying a nice jog.
Right.
And that contrast is part of what makes it so intriguing. It's like the song is playing with our expectations of what's supposed to be catchy or memorable.
Right. And then on top of all of that, you get that curveball of, but I don't like peanut butter. Ew!
I know, right?
Like, where did that come from?
It's so visceral.
It's so out of nowhere. Like, all of a sudden, this very strong opinion, just kind of thrown in there.
It's delivered with such, like, disgust. Ew, like, what's up with that, Josh?
Exactly. It's like, does he have a peanut allergy? Like, is there a story there? Why is that the one thing that evokes such a strong reaction?
Right. What's the backstory on Josh and peanut butter?
I need to know.
We need a whole other deep dive on that.
Right. Maybe that's episode 2. We'll see.
Part 2. Josh and the peanut butter.
But speaking of like unexpected elements, we can't wrap this up without talking about the ending.
Oh, the ending. Yeah.
Because the song ends with, I don't do this anymore. Okay, bye. And it's like, what is this, Josh?
Right. Like, what are you saying goodbye to?
Exactly.
Is it the cello? Is it jogging?
Is it peanut butter?
Maybe he's done with peanut butter.
I don't know.
It's so open-ended.
It's incredibly open to interpretation. And it's like, I don't know, is he being sarcastic? Is he being serious? Like, what is the tone there?
Right. It's hard to tell if he's being sincere or if it's all a big joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, even if it is a joke, it kind of makes you think, like, okay, so if he's not doing this anymore, what is he doing? Like, who is Josh now?
Right. It's like he's rejecting his own song.
Exactly.
Rejecting the very idea of defining himself in such a simple way.
And I think that ambiguity is really fascinating because It's like he's leaving it up to us
Yeah.
to decide what it means.
And that's the brilliance of it. He's not giving us any answers, just more questions.
Right. And I feel like, in a way, that kind of brings us back to the idea of identity being fluid.
Absolutely.
It's not this fixed thing. Like, you're not just Josh who likes cello forever.
Right. We're constantly evolving, changing.
Exactly. And maybe that's the point of the Josh song.
Maybe that's the real earworm.
Right. That's a good way to put it. Like, it's not about giving us concrete answers. It's about making us think about how we define ourselves.
Both online and offline.
Exactly. So yeah, the Josh song it started as this seemingly simple song about a guy named Josh, listing off his likes and dislikes.
And somehow it's turned into this existential crisis.
Right. This rabbit hole of questions about, like, identity, the internet, the power of repetition. It's really something else.
And I think that's the beauty of art, right? It doesn't have to be this big, grandiose thing to make you think. Sometimes the simplest things can be the most profound.
Absolutely. And I think, for anyone listening, it's a good reminder to kind of, like, keep your eyes open. Like, what other Josh songs are out there?
Right. What other seemingly mundane things are actually hiding these deeper meaning?
Exactly. What else is out there waiting to be deciphered?
That's a great thought to end on. Keep an eye out, folks.
You never know. All right. Well, until next time, happy deep diving.
Happy diving.